But man, this chick right here, what it confused me about Montana Fishburne is that she has a father. Like she says, I want to be famous. Now, she has said, I love sex. I want to explore it more. And I want to do that by doing porn. Hey, look, if that's true, like I said, I'm not judgmental. You know, if you like it that much, go do it. I know I done some dirty shit in my life. I ain't never done it on a tape and put it out for sale. Yeah. I put it on a tape before, but that's my personal collection. But I ain't sold that shit. I want nobody looking at my ass on screen. Well, maybe a couple of people.
You keep that shit in your
closet. No, I actually want you to see this. But I did show one tape I did with somebody to a guy, and this guy he actually started weirding me out.
Fuck yeah!
What he did, he got horny while watching it, man. And he was looking at the girl, but he looked at me while the tape was playing, and he said, man, you know, that's really good quality.
I'm like, dude, we can't be friends anymore.
I didn't.
You know what? I would say that's my fault. I showed you that guy. What were you doing? Showing him a tape.
We were sitting around.
That's what makes me scratch my head and go, why are you showing your friends tapes?
It's a long story. Believe me, it just didn't come out of nowhere. I was just like, so how's your day, man? You look good. Hey, you want to see the sex tape I made? You know, I wasn't like that.
You want to see something I filmed, man?
Hey, man,
he's like, you're gonna show me more footage from 2 a.m.
Yeah.
No. It's not that.
This happened at 2 a.m. But no,
another project of mine.
But no, you know, I mean, ready. But man, this right here, she's okay. So if she truly is out of her craving for sex and she wants to explore, get out of her system, whatever, fine. But the other thing that gets me, like, she says, I want to be famous.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, your father is a big actor, and he's still working big time. Couldn't his nepotism just get you in some sort of role here or there? I mean, really?
Yeah.
Because I look at how nasty this tape is, man. I would be like, damn, I'd be really pissed, man, if that was my daughter. Like, God, girl,
who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't
be? You got your fucking ass all open on screen and everything.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, when she wasn't kidding. I mean, this isn't like the video that they're about to put out. It's not like some handheld Paris Hilton bullshit, which is, by the way, the worst fucking porno tape you can. If you can't even call it porno because it's shot horribly. You can't hardly see shit half the time.
Yeah.
Except for that blowjob. But no, this is like professionally shot porno.
I would say they cut the lights on. Every light in the room is on. You see every crevice of this chick. I mean, it's
more likely it was shot in high def.
Yeah.
Honestly, you don't want to see. That's like the biggest no-no.
Wow. I don't know. I'm just conflicted over it. Like I said, I don't think she should live for her father.
There has to be something going on because, yeah, you're right. I mean, Lawrence Fishburne, he has connections. Somebody can easily throw her in a fucking movie. They did it for Bruce Willis's daughter, that rumored chick, who really doesn't have the face to be in film, but that's just me. But but the thing is that either there has to be some kind of weird conflict within that family going on.
I wonder what he did to her. And I'm not even saying like he touched her, raped her, anything like that. I wonder what he did to her to piss her off so bad. Yeah. I wonder how strict he was, or he didn't let her go out that much, or never let her have boyfriends or anything, to where she's just rebelling like this.
And that's what this is. I mean, you watch this, you can't help but think that's exactly what it is. It's her rebelling against her father, because she doesn't give a shit about, the shit he's going to get. I mean, the attention it's going to bring to him as soon as this gets across the internet. I mean, that's the last thing on her mind, because all she talks about is like, if you read ever since this story broke, every interview with her has been like, my dad's not happy about it, but we'll work it out down the road. Whatever.
Yeah. And, at some point, look, if it was my daughter, I'd be mad as hell for about 24 hours, and then I'd be like, you know what?
It's out of your hands,
what can you do? It's like, hey, my daughter, she's grown. Yeah. And because can't nobody go to Lawrence Fishburne and look at him like hold that against him.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne wasn't on camera with his ass wide open. It was her. I mean, what can people say to him? Can't nobody hold that against him.
They can go up and go, hey man, I saw that video of your kid. Man. That's awesome.
Oh, it's fucking hot, man. Hey man, I jerked off to your daughter last night. Yeah, you can go up and say that,
dude.
And then run.
Anyone working with Lawrence? I mean, as much as I like to give the people the benefit of the doubt, especially from his fellow peers, I wouldn't be surprised if half the people that guy worked with are going to be looking at that fucking tape of his daughter having sex. I mean, because how can you not? Everyone has like a morbid curiosity within them. How are you not going to want to just take a peek to see what the fuck is going on?
Man, the first day you brought up, I don't know what happened to the video, but that video was on Google. Like if you searched her name on Google, there was a little thumbnail of a video where it was her ass. Because I remember we first brought up, I was like, co-host, what the fuck is that? You looked at that, you did the same, like, what the hell is that? And I was like, that's her ass, man. And I went to the video, and we saw the video.
And you know what? But the thing is, that video is not the actual video. That was released by, I think, this clown that you have on your.
Oh, this dude right here.
Yeah. He did a video with her because there's another video that I think Vivid's going to put it out, where it's shot completely, because I saw the trailer for it. And it's not the same video,
but it is her in that video, and that's what I'm saying. It's just
it's her. Which I'm thinking Vivid probably told them to take that video down, so it could be like an exclusive.
I know, because I can't find it, man.
Yeah.
I really can't find it.
They went and took down all those videos because they want their video to be the one.
Last week I saw the whole thing, and it was crazy. Look,
it was.
Look, her ass looked like a chocolate chip cookie.
I know, man. That shit look like fucking something out of Empire Strikes Back when the Millennium Falcon's going down that tunnel. I don't want to see that. That's Lawrence Fishburne's daughter. That's somebody's daughter.
If she ever moons you, hey, it really is being mooned, because that shit look like the craters of the moon itself.
She was the black hole.
Yeah, she had several black. Oh my god.
I was waiting for that little robot flying in there.
Fly out of her ass. Yeah, it'd be funny if you saw Millennium Falcon landing on that shit.
I know, man. But you know what the thing is?
You remember Empire Strikes Back when they fly out of that hole and that monster comes out after me? It'd be funny if you see him flying out of
penis comes out.
That penis where a mouth comes out. It'd be funny if you saw like the Millennium Falcon fly out of her ass and that monster comes out to grab it. And they pull out his Montana, the Fishburne's ass. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I was telling Carlisle the other day when we were doing the show, I was like, man, yeah, she acknowledges that she has like these, I don't know, cigarette burns, whatever on her ass, because they're not really cigarette burns. She says,
I was about to say.
But she says they're like, I don't know where these spots come from on her ass. I mean, I can take a guess. Like, she's gonna make it sound like they're like natural birthmarks, something that they're from boils on her ass. You know, they're from pimples and boils on her ass.
I saw that, and the funny thing is, like, they released some pictures of her where she was showing her ass, and those boils or whatever, they're not there. This shit was completely photoshopped out.
Oh, was it?
So when I saw that video, and I was like, who the hell is this? And I saw those spots. It was like a leopard, and I was like, what? Oh, it's her.
And you know what? That's what she says. She says, I have a leopard booty.
She did.
Yeah, she did say. She's like, I'm proud of my leopard booty.
Hey, she should be.
You know what?
Ladies, you should be proud of your body.
Hey, look, let me put it this way. If I took her home, like, if she was my girlfriend or my wife, whatever, I'd be like, yeah, it's because she got a couple of spots on her ass. I ain't gonna mean I'm gonna kick her out.
There ain't nobody in this room and nobody listening to this episode right now that should be picky about anything. Whenever you got an ass staring you in the face.
Yeah, exactly. Saying, you lucky to get there.
Yeah, touch me.
Yeah, don't be picky.
No.
If you that picky, cut off the lights.
Yeah,
but hey, you know what? You won the lottery right there. All right, you got that ass. Because really, I mean, besides the spots, I mean, the girl is cute.
No, you know what? And the thing is that I know when Leon, we were looking at the video, the one that you have here.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh no, she looks like Lawrence Fishburne," and I was
what?
And I was like, in that frame right there, the one we were looking at, I was like, okay, I can kind of see that. But when I saw the pictures of her that Vivid released, she looked fucking gorgeous.
Look, man,
she looked fucking hot. I'm sorry. You know what? Call me crazy, but you know what? Put a wig on Lawrence Fishburne.
That's what I'm saying.
Look hot.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what people expected. People expected her to look like Lawrence Fishburne with a perm.
Yeah.
And it's like, it ain't like that. Look, she looks like. How many times have you seen a girl who's hot who has traits of her father? Right. You can tell they're from the same family. She don't look like fucking Lawrence Fishburne, okay? Yeah. I think the girl is cute. All right, I think she. And some pictures, you're right. She ranges from being cute to hot. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, either way it goes, she look good to me.
Yeah.
Call me crazy. Hey, look,
Leon.
I don't support her like doing porn, but. Fuck it, man. That's her choice. And I think she's fucking hot. Okay, I mean, sue me. All right.
You know what? The thing is, yeah, she does. Like when some of the footage I've seen, she does a good job of it. And I ain't gonna lie. I mean,
fuck it, man.
No kids shouldn't be watching that kind of stuff.
No, that's why I'm glad we weren't able to play the video. I wasn't gonna play the video of it, but I should have watched that. And I watched it all. I'm not even lie to you. And here's the other thing. I'm also finding myself being bored by porn these days too. Maybe I've seen so much of it or whatever.
Maybe looking at the wrong girls.
Maybe I am. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm at this point now where I'm just kind of, and I'm not saying it's going to stay that way, but when I see something, I'm just like, same shit. I mean, it gets to a point where what am I going to see different at this point? I don't know.
2 names for you: Tara Patrick, Sasha Grey.
See, that's what I don't like. I have never been into pornography that had actors.
What?
the girls who the big porn stars, I'm sorry, not actors like Angelina Jolie and whatnot. I'm talking about the big famous porn actresses. I like looking at the amateur chicks and that, that go in there and
the girls with the leopard spots,
the leopard booties, the tiger stripes and the tiger booties, the leopard booties,
stretch mark alley.
I like a little.
Is that a DVD?
Stretch mark alley. Oh, we can make it though. Hey, I think I'll name that my tape. You want to see it?
No.
Funny you should mention that. Take a look.
No.
Director's cut.
No, please.
8 minutes of added footage.
Keep that shit.
Nah, man, I like a little bit of imperfection because when you look at these other girls, they got so much makeup on and they are so fake because they want to be actresses so much. And I don't doubt that they're not. Look, I'm not doubting that they aren't enjoying it somewhat, but I've heard enough porn actresses say at this point it's just routine. Yeah. And it really doesn't do anything for me. If I really want to get turned on by something, I got to look at like chicks who look like they haven't been in it that long, who look like they're kind of being dirty, like they're just like, I'm making a porn, and actually look, they're taking a risk doing something, they look real.
Well, those two girls that I just mentioned, I think those are girls are like real natural beauties, and they've even, with Tara Patrick, she's one of those full-formed girls, and she's very proud of her full figure, which is it's hard to find in porns these days. And as far as Sasha Grey, she's very thin, kind of wafy type chick, but her breasts aren't huge at all. But she's just a beautiful, beautiful looking girl. So much that she's made that crossover to Hollywood films. I mean, what's his name? The guy who directed Traffic. He made a movie with her in it.
Steven Soderbergh.
Yeah. He made a film. She's done like several films recently, and it's one of those things where she's actually stepping away from. It seems like she's stepping away from porn to do more.
Look, here's the thing, man. The reason why I can talk about porn so loosely is because we show people violence so much in this country. But when it comes to sex, we are so uptight about it. And I can understand why people people want to protect their kids because, look, let's face it. If I had a daughter, the main reason I want to protect her from seeing a lot of sex is I don't want her to get pregnant because I don't want to have to take care of her fucking kids, and I don't want people, and people have to be careful. Like, hey, look, we can be comfortable about sex, but we have to be careful about all kind of diseases out there. It's not like it used to be.
You got to be careful about diseases, but most importantly, which I think a lot of people forget too, is that people who watch these porns, they have to realize that life isn't like that. I think a lot of like teenage guys, I think just like a lot of guys who watch porn, their reality gets a bit skewed because they watch these porn so much. They think that girls are going to go and do all this kind of crazy
and
shit
they're not
to them. And they're not. No, the majority of them are not. And you also have to be respectful. I do. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's fucking my reputation is built off it. I watch a lot of porn, but I'm very respectful towards.
I like the way you say I watch a lot of porn.
I can't help it. I think I need help.
You're looking at it right now.
I'm looking at this chick right now. Please help me. I don't need to be hanging out with enablers like you, Corey. But no, I'm very respectful, and it's like I don't. It's something I never bring up, and I make sure to hide my shit. Even though there's times when I brought plenty of girls over to my place where they go looking for my goddamn porn collection.
Where is it? I know you got it.
They go looking for that shit. And when they see that, they go, "How can you have this?" It's like, well, how can you go fucking tearing up my room looking for that shit?
Yeah, why you going through my shit, first of all? That's the big thing.
I know.
God damn it.
What's wrong with you? You looking for it, you must want it.
Oh, hold on. This might be important. Hello?
Anyway, kids, watch porn when you're in college doing drugs.
Keep talking.
I want to hear what you have to say. I want to know what's so goddamn important. You got to do this. No, I'm not. But anyway. But But as far as Lawrence Fishburne's daughter, one thing, if you want to make it, hard work, sweat, tears and blood will get you far in life. But, trying to mimic Kim Kardashian's life isn't going to guarantee you success. More than likely, it'll destroy your self-esteem and it'll destroy your friends around you. And nobody's going to want to hang out with a dirty chick that just does sex all the time on videos, trying to get notoriety and fame, but it ain't cool. I'm talking about, I'm doing a show, Corey, by myself. I'm doing a show by myself right now while you up there jibber jabbering with your friends and family.
That was a production call, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are they calling to put more production into the production?
Into the production. Put more production, yes. Post-production into the after-production of the pre-production of the production. No, man, you might not know, but we have a new artist coming on board.
Oh, yeah?
And I actually asked this person to give me a call, ask me anything at any hour, if anything's going wrong.
Is it Rob Liefeld?
No. Oh. No, it's not. No, Stan Lee.
Is he going to draw me with a big-ass chest?
Excelsior!
Yeah.
No, man, what were we talking about?
We were talking about...
But, what the fuck were we talking about?
We're talking about Montana Fishburne doing porn.
I would say this.
She should not be trying to make a name for herself by
there's so many other ways
by basically doing the same thing Kim Kardashian did, which, in her case, she's probably not going to get that success.
Well, yeah. Who knows? I mean,
somebody will probably want to do a reality show, but you just become kind of a laughing joke.
That's
all your life is.
That's the thing. I mean, even the porn actresses who are getting into things these days, they're not getting a whole lot of work. I mean, and
Sasha Grey isn't going to be in the next goddamn. She's not going to be in Inception 2.
But don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Hey, you know what my favorite kind of porn is? I mean, I know. I tell you why I don't.
Porn.
I tell you why I don't like the porns with the big porn actors, because I don't like the stories. I don't like to see. I don't like seeing them try to act. That's because they can't act. Yeah. That's why I want to see people be real, because they're not acting. They are real people. I'm not getting a bunch of bullshit with it. And my trepidation about porn is that it still is, even though it's claimed to be, and it is one of the most empowering careers for women, as far as being able to like really control that industry. It's still a sexist industry, and it's still sort of a racist industry, and it's still sort of a creepy industry, in that there's so many videos that get released in the form of fetish that go unmonitored, and I worry about people who see those kind of things, like the rape fetish. Things like that, and whatever.
You need to stop going to those illegal sites, Corey. That's just illegal.
I can't help it. But let me go. You know what she should be embarrassed about, really? This fucking interview she did. Right? This is the craziest interview.
Yeah, this interview is by far the worst interview, especially that's the other thing about the porn industry. When you hear people try to justify what they're doing by making porn sound more interesting than it actually is.
You fuck on camera, okay?
Yeah,
that's it.
Just say that. I mean, it's like, I fuck on camera. I think that's how many words? Right. 5 words. That's all you need.
But look, this is an interview she did. Who was the guy that did this? Brian Pumper, is that his name?
I don't know.
Some big dude's trying to sit up and talk serious and shit.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. This guy, he's the one who's talking serious. He's the one who shot the video. He didn't shoot it, but he's in it.
He's in it, yeah.
With her. But the thing is that I saw the long clip where the first 15 minutes is him rapping. This guy also has aspiring desires to be a rapper too, because in the video that I saw, it was him rapping for a good 10 minutes, just about as long as that Fried That Chicken video, and then it got into the porn.
But not as good.
No, not as good as all. And then it got into the actual porn with him fucking.
Just have sex, all right? Fuck, okay? Don't try to rap. Just start fucking, all right?
Yeah, it's like he put his resume together in that whole video. It's like, if you don't like my rapping, hopefully you like my fucking.
Yeah. and at the end, near the end of the video, after he's getting through having sex with her, he juggles.
Yeah, I know.
He comes out and does stand up.
Yeah. Fool's gonna be washing dishes at the end of the month.
Listen to this shit. I haven't watched it, but just the very beginning of it had me laughing.
Oh, dude, it's great.
Like a brand new girl, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a risk you take. I mean, even if she's like a little shy, that can be sexy. She might cream, that might be enough for the dude. Like, oh shit, she creamed. It's her real pussy. And then who knows? As the scene progresses, as the video progresses, she might pick up and become more of an animal in the second or third position.
You don't know what the fuck you thought. Why are they shooting this, by the way? Is this a McDonald's?
It looks like a McDonald's, really does.
And there's like all this music playing. You know what I imagine? Like there's this white family sitting across the table from them, dude, who's just like, Jesus Christ.
That's all I thought about. All I thought about was like, this is not only is this a McDonald's. This is a McDonald's located inside the Walmart Supercenter.
Yeah.
It's one of those fucking McDonald's.
There's some kids having a birthday party, across the table.
And this guy's talking about creaming and trying to get a great performance out of somebody. And Montana is over there looking bored as fuck.
She's just
really
sitting there
thinking
just
like, what have I
this
done?
Negro is ignorant.
What have I done to my father?
Yeah. Maybe this wasn't such a good
only
idea.
hope. Yeah.
And then sometimes you just might be lucky to where it's like, okay, this is her first time. We watching the tease. She's stripping. She peeling stuff off. Let's fast forward a little bit to the sex. Oh shit, she's a beast. She's yelling. This can't be her first time. Hold on. This bitch had to do another flick because the way she's performing, like, there's no way that I can believe that this is the first time. So what that is that's like a girl who's like a natural born freak. Like maybe she was a little nervous before the camera got rolling, and then she just got comfortable to where.
Why are you looking over his shoulder like that? But meanwhile, he ain't saying shit.
Yeah, because he's nervous because there's a family of four.
Because Ronald McDonald's standing right beside him off camera.
Yeah, the Hamburglar's like getting all like getting his lips all wet, like getting all horny.
Rabble.
Yeah, talk more about
Things got
that.
started. It wasn't as bad as she thought it was, and she just basically let loose, and she was her true self. So sometimes after the shoot, I'll talk to a girl like, she'll look at the expression on my face, and she'll be like, "What's the matter?" And I'm like, "Baby, you did an excellent job today." She's like, "Really? Stop lying. Are you for real?" I'm like, "That's crazy. Like, you did good. You used a lot of spit. You went crazy with the oral and the blowjob. Like, you was throwing it back in all the positions. Like, you was working your hip and the booty cheeks. Like, you sure this is your first time?" So that, that's the advantage, of
They is sitting in a Boston market talking about this shit.
This guy is giving like a detailed description of that day on the set.
I know.
Like this is like a documentary about his life and what he's doing. Nobody gives two shits about that guy.
It's like we don't want to hear you.
Yeah, how about we interview Lawrence Fishburne's daughter over here?
That's what she's looking like too. She's like,
about your great performance.
even she's looking like that. Like, nigga, ain't nobody here to see you.
the new girls. Plus, even if she doesn't perform crazy, it's a new face. So perverts want to see new girls, and every porn producer is gonna have his strategy. And that's what I'm saying. I've been gifted so far at getting.
Yeah, he act like he's giving a play-by-play the NFL or some shit.
This is like serious business to him. This is like,
damn. Does she say anything
joke.
in this?
I don't think so.
Okay, fuck
I
this.
don't think so at all. That guy is priceless though. The juice is loose.
I mean, he said this with a straight face. He's like, sometimes they cream.
Yeah.
And he sounded like that dude who's talking about tossing salad.
I know. Yeah.
It's like a nice sensation.
Yeah.
When you put your tongue in there.
That guy sounds like he's selling coffee or something, like a Folgers commercial. Cream and sugar in there. Starts to cream real good. And you're looking at that person drinking that coffee.
From the hills of Columbia.
Is that good? Is that as good as I think it is? I'm like, yeah, it is good. That cream, you like that cream, huh?
Man,
that's some quality.
It is going on. We've been going on for a couple of hours right now.
Already?
Yes,
Damn.
we have. We might have to talk about your boy.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get to him soon. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, we might put him off until next week.
Oh, that's all right.
I mean, he ain't going
always
nowhere.
No, I think he's still climbing the charts.
Oh, yeah.
Still, don't worry. He'll be around next week.
We're going to talk about Antoine Dodson, and I would love to get into it, but I know that we get into it's going to be another hour or something, because it's like
5-10 hours.
Yeah. Man, but you brought up the story about a movie that's about to come out. Let me see. Don't tell me I lost it.
No, that's it right there.
Where?
You're looking at it. What's it? You got porn on the mind? What you thinking about that guy? You thinking about that guy's story?
I'm still thinking about that guy. When you bring in bitches, you're surprised that they can get such a good performance. He act like he's like Clint Eastwood talking about his next movie. I got a fine performance at this chick. You're amazed when a newcomer comes into the scene and they give you their all with the booty clapping.
I have to admit, I felt horrible just watching that because he was like, it's something the perverts want to see. And I'm thinking,
He talking about you.
Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm that robot who he's talking about. And I'm like, man, this is like seeing your drug dealer talk about you, talk about what you like, and how they're gonna get you every time. You're like, oh shit, I don't want to be associated with that guy.
He always says he's gonna turn his life around. When he gets home, he knows he's gonna be fiending for that shit. He will always come back. He will meet me on this corner, down the street. He will meet me out of town if I make him, and he will always pay more every time.
He likes that cream.
He will actually suck my dick for the product, and he has before.
He wants it. He's a pervert.
He performs very well too.
He's a natural born pervert.
Yeah. And I look at him, and I'm like, damn, robot, you did this so well. You ever done this before?
From this day on, Corey, I'm through with porn. I'm getting it out of my life.
From this day on. Now, as for the next day.
It's like, is it already tomorrow? I gotta go home. I download some shit. I need to watch it.
It's like right now you're thinking like, shit, just talking about me. Talking about it got me all hot and bothered. Let me see. Let's see all the trembling. Man, you told me this story. They're about to make a movie about this cat.
Yep.
And it's a true story. I thought you were talking about some animated film, like from DreamWorks or something.
Ain't no Pixar.
It's
shit, no.
Yeah, it's Pixar's next movie, Death Cat.
Yeah.
Where this cat can predict when people are gonna die.
In a nursing home. Yeah.
Now, to me, that sounds like a horror movie. It sounds like you be lying in bed and you look in the doorway, that cat's down there with pointing a paw at you like, you're next. But this is supposed to be like a heartwarming movie.
Supposedly, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you go by making a movie like that into
heartwarming. Oscar the Cat or something.
I still find it kind of creepy.
This is from Variety. Let's see this.
Yeah.
This was actually a pretty good story you brought up. Let me see if I can read this. Yeah. All right, let me make sure I'm on the microphone.
Put your reading glasses on.
Oscar the famous cat, who was able to predict the impending death of terminally ill patients in the nursing center where he lives, is extending his rounds to the big screen. Who wants to see this depressing shit? A cat that can predict death.
Yeah. They'll be showing this film in nursing homes.
Scribes Stephen Lindsay, Hachi, A Dog's Tale, that's the movie that he did, and Louis Ugaz are adapting David Dose's best-selling nonfiction tome, Making the Rounds with Oscar, The Extraordinary Gift of an Ordinary Cat, for Wind Dancer Films and Anonymous Content. Oscar, now 5 years old, arrived at the Steerhouse Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, Providence, Rhode Island, as a kitten. A year later, staff started noticing that the tabby would curl up with patients a few hours before their death. Oscar's track record was so impeccable that he became an early warning signal for doctors and nurses. Whenever he began a vigil, staff notified family members and friends to come to the center. Lindsay and Ugaz sold their pitch to Wind Dancer. Storyline will follow physician and geriatrician Dosa's discovery of the cat's ability and its impact on his belief system. This cat made me believe in God, as well as the care given to people at the end of their lives. So basically, let me read here.
It's like one of those J-horror films.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. If that cat lays on your chest, you would die in 7 days.
You are fucked.
Let's see here. Film producers are Anonymous Content, Steve Golan and Alex Madigan, while Matt Williams and Judd Payne are producing for Wind Dancer. David McFadzean and what is that? Deet? That's his name.
Deet. A fucked up name.
I know. How many? Is this a German film? This sounds like a German porn.
Ooga booga.
Yeah. And Utame Blibele.
Yeah, Joe Ooga booga.
And Deet Metzer, executive producer. Dosa's book, published in February 5th by Hyperion, spent 8 weeks on the New York Times bestseller list and made Oscar world famous. Dosa first documented Oscar's story in a 2007 article published in the New England Journal of Medicine. Oscar lives on the 3rd floor of Steerhouse, an advanced dementia unit that has long used animals to keep patients company. These days, Oscar continues to patrol the halls. Let me read this quote here. Though at times he has been caught sleeping on the job, Oscar continues to hold vigils for departing patients, mostly to the delight of family members struggling to deal with the death of their loved ones. He continues to be mentioned routinely in obituaries and during funeral services, Dosa writes on Steer's House website. Dosa and others speculate that Oscar might be sensing odors associated with death, specifically ketones, the biochemicals released by dying cells. Oscar has already become part of popular culture. A cat with similar predictive abilities appeared in the Here Kitty episode of Fox's House, while a fictionalized character bearing his name and likeness is the host of the Oscar the Cat Show on Sirius Satellite Radio's Raw Dog Uncensored Comedy. You know what? Here's what I think. I think this cat is going into people's rooms and doing mercy killings. I think when the nurses walk out, that cat has a pillow over these people's faces and is smothering them. And when they come back in the room, he's all snuggled up like an innocent cat.
I think this cat was once owned by Dr. Kevorkian. Taking on his work. Like,
be funny if everybody
release people from their pain.
That's what I'm saying.
Kill me.
Yeah, no.
Meow.
Okay.
Meow, meow.
I think this cat is a fucking demon. Like everybody thinks it's a sweet story, but like this cat catches people who probably have like come to their senses. They're actually like, I'm cured. And this cat like, no, you're fucked.
Meow.
Your soul is required in hell. That cat sucks their breath out.
You die. Meow.
Tonight you die. And then they come in, they look in the room, that cat is lying on there. That cat's evil, man. I'm telling you, that fucking cat is evil.
You know what? I just knowing that this cat is running around, I really feel so bad for those fucking patients in there, for those people in those fucking beds. You just thinking, you know, the last thing they want to see when they fucking open up their eyes is that fucking cat sleeping on their fucking chest. Because if I saw that fucking cat, I'm like, motherfucker, get your fucking hands off me. Oh, fuck you. Get this fucking cat out of here. Oh, you motherfucker.
You know, yeah, exactly. It's like, no.
Holy shit.
You know those people are probably like thinking in their heads like, oh shit. Like they can't really say anything. They're probably like conscious deep down inside like, oh fuck.
I know. It's like,
oh, here comes Oscar. I really do believe these people are coming to, and the first thing they see and the last thing they see is that cat looking at them, and they're like, I'm alive. And that cat looks at them like, you're fucked.
Yeah. It's like, it gives that big ass smile.
Cheshire grin smile.
Yeah.
Hello.
Holy
goodbye.
Shit. I don't want to die.
I suck your soul. Cat's like, catch that cat kissing somebody. Cat's sucking people's soul away. I'm telling you, that fucking cat is evil, man.
It is, dude.
Everybody thinks this is a heartwarming story. That cat is fucking evil.
That cat's too busy. Really heartwarming stories, like laying on their chest for too long.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, goddamn. I do feel lucky for the one guy who sees that cat. Oh no! The cat runs away. And there's a big steaming piece of shit on him. Like, oh, thank God, he only took a shit on me.
Yeah,
I'm all right.
Oh, I'm good.
I was a little worried there for a second. Can I have my applesauce, please? This is time for celebration. Applesauce now.
That cat, and then they see that cat holding applesauce in the room. No. You order applesauce.
I tell you what, though, the one thing, like, the last thing you want to see in a nursing home is a fucking cat. Because, believe it or not, I spent some time in a nursing home at one point, to where nursing homes are very creepy, but also very extremely depressing, man. Because what I noticed about a lot of those patients in there is that it's almost like, in some ways, you revert back to being a child.
You do,
and you know, and it's sad, but you know, it's even sadder when somebody, you know, I'm a robot. One of the patients recognized me as like their sons who passed.
I was about to go say my bowling ball.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, my bowling, but that too. It might as well be the same thing. Because man, when you hear somebody tell you that they remind you of somebody they like a son that they lost, you know, when he was young or something, you know, and they get to talking to you, you want to have some kind of, you feel like you have some obligation now to go and visit that person and talk, even though it's extremely fucking hard and it's fucking heartbreaking to do. But oh man, it's to see these people like get excited about the simplest things like applesauce. I mean, that's like the treat, at least at this nursing home I was at, is like applesauce. When the applesauce was around, these patients were going, these people, I don't want to call them patients, but these people in these nursing homes were like you never saw so many bright faces, like lit up faces in the room when it was time for applesauce.
Hey, man, you can
all I
only-
know was like, I don't want to fucking get old, dude.
You know what? It sounds like to me like shit, man. If that's not such a bad way to go if the thing that's brightening your day is applesauce.
Yeah.
It's like, hey man, if that is really making you happy, then
That's true.
your troubles are over. Yeah, when I was when my father was in the VA, I would go see him. I would see people just lying there like dead bodies, but they still be alive. Or I would see like guys who, I mean, these were soldiers one time. You know, these are guys who actually fought for our country and fired a weapon and who knows, maybe even killed somebody.
Oh yeah.
And now they're like lying there. I saw one guy holding a stuffed animal like he was a little boy, like he was almost a toddler. He was sitting there with a blanket with I mean, it might as well be like a Toy Story blanket or something, and he was clutching a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
And he was a child again.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Man. But you know, to counter that, you also have your creepy, really, like the creepy patients who, like, there's always like this one person. I never saw this person because I was too afraid to go down the hallway. The hallway of this nursing home looked like the hallway in the hospital in Halloween 2.
Oh, I thought you were saying like The Shining, the hotel, The Shining.
It looked like it was like this nursing home would be like the perfect place for John Carpenter to shoot a movie because it was kind of creepy at night. And I remember there was this one room that always had the door slightly open, and at the end, like late at night, you'd hear this person go, "Yeah, yeah."
Oh shit.
And I'd be like staring down the hallway going, oh shit. And I never wanted to go and find out what was wrong. Somebody could have been on the floor, like rolled out of bed, falling on the floor. I was like, man, whoever this person is, they're always rolling their ass out of the bed, and I ain't gonna go help.
Man, don't ever work in a front. No, you are too superstitious and scared. You've seen too many horror movies. That person probably needs help, and you thinking like Michael Myers is down there. God damn.
I open the door. I think it's like that old lady from The Shining. I'm gonna end up making out with her because it's gonna look like.
That's what I was thinking of.
It's gonna look like Tara Patrick or Sasha Grey. I'm gonna be kissing her, and then I see, oh shit.
Man, you want to hear something funny about The Shining? My friend and I, we saw The Shining on TV, and we were watching it with his big sister, and we were so. I mean, you know how little kids are. Like, that's why I'm not afraid to talk about sex sometimes. Because little kids, they even when you're like 9 and 10 years old, like you're still kind of horny and crazy, you know?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's why Skinamax was invented.
Exactly. And I remember we was so like wanted to see a naked woman that we didn't give a fuck. Okay, people, you haven't seen The Shining. There's a scene where Jack Nicholson walks into the room. And if you don't want to hear this because you don't want us to spoil The Shining,
turn it off.
Yeah, go away for a little bit. I'll fast forward to something. But if you have seen it or you don't mind, listen. So they have that scene where Jack Nicholson goes into this one hotel room, and in the bathtub there's this beautiful hot woman, and she's naked, and she comes out of the water walking towards him. He's just looking at her, and she starts kissing him, and then he closes his eyes because he's getting into it, and opens up his eyes, and there's this just wrinkled, withered, nasty-looking woman, and she just starts walking toward him like, and he's walking away. So we saw that woman when she came out the water, and we like, whoa, boy, that woman's hot. And then when she turned into like this nasty old one, we were still looking like, whoa, naked woman, we gotta see it.
Pause that shit.
Yeah, we remember like his big sister trying to, even like with the old woman trying to cover it up, like she was coming up all the bad parts, and my friend, he was talking about like a pubic area, like, no, move your hand, I want to see the hair,
Oh my god, I miss days like that where you had like those weird, you had your weird friend that always had that weird thing about him that I was like, oh yeah, let me see the pubic hair. That's what I want to see. It's like, oh yeah, let me see that ear. Yeah, I just want to lick that ear.
Yeah, you don't want to see.
The hell?
Yeah, you want to see anything. You don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I know.
I want to see skin. It was the elbow. I'm fine.
Every time there's a naked chick, I had this one friend that used to do like waka waka waka. He would always
like Fuzzy Bear.
Yeah, he'd do the Fuzzy Bear waka 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 every time he'd see a hot girl. Man, this is a guy who. I went over to his house one time, and he was like, hey, co-host, you want to see some hot chicks, dude? I mean, and I'm thinking, he's like, I got some magazines with these hot girls. Woo! And I'm like, this dude has some Playboys. You know, that was like gold mine. You're like, fuck yeah, I want to see that shit. So we go to his room. He lifts up his bed, and he pulls out these magazines. And god damn it, they were like fucking like the Sears catalog.
I was about to say Sears catalog.
Through that shit. He's like, look at this chick with this purple bra, waka waka waka. And I was like, motherfucker.
I would have took that, rolled up, and smacked him upside his fucking head with
And
it.
his eyes lit up like, waka waka waka.
You're like, man, I got this issue. We got in the mail yesterday.
I know. It's like you keep this shit under your bed.
Fuck out of here.
You hiding this shit from your
You
grandma.
asshole.
I know.
God damn
Come over to
it.
my house, the house of sin.
Yeah, I got the real shit.
No shit.
I got shit with mini skirts. I got the Kohl's catalog, man. I got the Walmart catalog. Got the real shit.
Got over 40 in the Walmart.
Got the hot shit.
Quality.
Man, you know what else we were looking at when I was a kid? We were looking at rock. Rocking and rolling. Oh yeah, this song make me horny. Rock. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is what I sing when I'm having sex.
Yeah.
Oh, and rock and roll. Yeah. Theme to my porn.
Hot Wheels.
Man. Hey, you know what? I mentioned this to you the other day. I got to mention my man here. Got to talk about my man. Pitbull. Woof. Yeah. Dude. I mean, people, listen. There's this guy on the site. You probably seen his avatar named Pitbull. Fucking huge guy on his avatar. I mean, I'm talking about some shit that looked like the Hulk. If the Hulk was white, not green.
This guy looks like a living, breathing He-Man action figure.
Yes.
He-Man saw this dude, he'd run away screaming.
Oh, yeah.
He's a big motherfucker.
He's a big, and I thought like it was, okay, I thought some kid had took an avatar,
Yeah.
some big dude online.
Right.
Then I saw pictures that he posted of himself, Pitbull, like, this is me lifting weights. And, and the dude is fucking big, man. Eating food. Yeah, this is me having a protein shake. This is me kicking your ass.
yeah, because I was like you. I thought it was like maybe a kid who put the profile, but I noticed. I think I saw on your page. He was like, "Hey man, it was good hanging with you." I don't know if you met.
No,
the
I
guy.
didn't. He probably saying good talking to me.
Oh, good talking to you. Yeah.
I don't know, but
I think it was something like that.
Yeah, but I want to hang out
you
with the
met
dude.
him, yeah.
No, he, for a guy that big, because he's one of our older members.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to say how old, because I don't know if he wants to give his age out or anything, but he's definitely one of our older members.
He's young at heart though.
Yes, it was
Young at
shit. Let me
heart.
tell you what. I wish some young dude will come up and fuck with him. Fucking ball your ass up and throw you like a piece of paper across the room. But no, he's about to get married. Man, Rick guy's real cool. I just wanted to give a shout out to him because he really is one of those guys who's just kind of like I like it when we have older people on the site. It's real cool. And he's always like, hey, man, love what you do. Want to talk to you. Want to hang with you. He lives in New York. And I really want to hang with this guy, man. He just seems like because I want to see if he's real, first of all. Then I want to go out and start some shit with people and have him take care of it. Because I like the way he comes in. Because when people give me shit, he comes in, he's like, hey, Corey, you want me to take care of this guy? You want me to break his knees?
Yeah, I know, because I was about to say, that's all I usually see from his comments. You want me to break his legs? I was like, that's his thing. He breaks legs.
Yeah, and I'm going to take him up on it too one day.
We need a guy like that. We need an enforcer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Cyrus can only do so much.
Yeah, well, I wonder what this guy does for a living too. But anyway, hey, Pitt, man, if you listen,
grows muscles.
Yeah, works out and beats people's asses and break knees. That's what he does. No, Pitt, I'm looking forward to hanging with you, man. I actually want to go to this guy's wedding too. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do. He invited me to go to his wedding. I was like,
I want to see how he's gonna get fit into that tux.
That's what I want to see.
That's what I really want to see. Is it gonna be one of those sleeveless things, or that's what I want to know?
He's probably gonna show like a Chippendale. He ain't gonna have no tux on. He's just gonna have pants and he's got a bow tie on. That's it.
Yeah. He's gonna wear one of those tuck shirts or whatever.
Yeah. He'll have a tank top with like a fake tuxedo print on it. Nah, dude is cool, man.
Yeah.
He's real cool.
No, he seems like a real cool guy.
I'm saying he's cool because I want him coming after me and shit.
Yeah, no. Well, I have no legs to break, but you can sure break.
I do, though, yeah.
Well, since you're doing a shout out to that guy, let me do a shout out to Metal Virgin, who her and her friend, I saw it on their page. They've been out there working their ass off, like giving out flyers, just promoting the site.
Oh, man, you know what?
Which is really fucking cool.
You know what? And I meant to do this a while back. There's some things I should mention. Since you're talking about them, you should check out this site that they did. There's Metal Virgin and some other members. I don't know who's involved. I'll mention them next time because I don't want to take up too much time looking up stuff. But I know she started this group saying help promote Spill. And they're going out there and it's a Spill Street team.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what it's called, Spill Street Crew or Spill Street Team. And they're going out there and doing promotion. This all came out of the whole rant I made about like we're slowing our promotion. I'm trying to do the best I can to get it going, but we're slow moving on it. And so they're like, many of these people are really cool doing that.
Yeah,
they're like
they are.
saying, hey, well, you know what? Why are we waiting on you to do it? We come to the site all the time. You don't charge us anything for what we do. You invite us to these cool functions.
Yeah.
Let's go out and kind of pay back and do a little promotion for you. And I think that's just pretty.
Yeah,
that's very nice.
It's
man.
awesome. Yeah, they're out there handing out flyers. I saw some pictures on the internet of them doing that. And I mean, people also, I guess the same group, they've been getting like T-shirt ideas and stuff like that, and making posters and stuff like that.
And I want to let them know that we are following up on their T-shirt ideas. I mean, at least I'm not following, but I'm listening to what they're saying and seeing how realistic it is to do some of these things.
Right. Well, it's just cool they're doing that. I mean, I thought it was just cool that people are taking their time out just to do something like that.
No, that's very nice of you to mention that, man. And I'm glad you did, because I had forgotten. And I did want to mention something about that. I want to mention that on a couple of cold ones, but we go by so fast that.
Don't worry about it. You mentioned it here.
I mentioned it here, so goddamn it, here we are. Also, the party in Amsterdam is going on with Noah.
That's right.
And
I keep thinking that thing already ended. Right?
No, that's going to be
12th,
September
right?
4th.
Oh, 4th. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's a good thing I'm saying it, because you would have had this shit going. People showing up after it's all finished. They would have had another party. People just showing up. They would have. We missed the Amsterdam party.
Where'd everybody go?
Yeah. Hey, where'd everybody go? They're doing it on September 4th. I was going to try and go. I really was, but man, something has happened where I think there's been some consolidation of airlines or some buyouts of airlines. Fares are not as competitive anymore. This is what my travel agent was telling me. And so fares have gotten higher since there's no competition. Right. And while I can afford to go, it doesn't justify me to go for just a weekend and for the money that they're asking for. Yeah, I would love to go. I really would. I had a great time. And if I can, I'm planning on going again. Maybe we could do something else in Amsterdam at some point when I can like get tickets ahead of time where it's not so expensive, because right
Corey,
now it's crazy.
Hey, don't worry about it. You can hang out with me here in As Nowhere. That's my favorite place to be while you're on vacation. As Nowhere.
As Nowhere.
Great place to be. Nothing to do.
Amsterdam, goddammit. Hamsterdam. Man, so what we're going to do is I'm going to try to go ahead and promote that party. And we'll put all this stuff that we mentioned, the group, the street team that they have, and the Amsterdam party. We'll put it in the post, so that people can know where to see that. Got some new art. We are working on a fan art section.
Awesome. We need one.
Yeah,
I get so much shit. I don't even know what to do with it. I'm like, click save. I was like, okay, now I gotta go put this shit. I need to spend a whole day putting all this shit.
Man, we really do need a fan art section, and we just need
Desperately.
to. It's something that's been taking so long, and people. Part of me going to New York is that we all sat down and traded thoughts on how to get some of these things done, and they are getting underway. I think Jamie's mad at me right now too.
Oh,
I will.
some roses.
I said I want Jamie to know. I want people to let Jamie know that I did not mean anything. It kind of came across wrong, but I'm not gonna put it out there what happened, and it's not that big a deal what happened either, but. It was me just stressing. We had a problem, and it was fixed by somebody who just came onto the site, and it was a problem that people were telling me to fix for a long time, or telling us to fix for a long time. And so I was just saying, we should not ignore the advice of people out there when they're telling us these things. And Jamie was like, "Look, we haven't ignored anybody that's incorrect." And so I just want people to know, if you happen to see Jamie, let them know that I did not mean it that way, that we were ignoring people, because I know it. You
want people to apologize to me?
I want people to apologize for me. Now, I already sent an email and apologized, but I think he was mad. But it did come out wrong. Look, I'm not going to stop. I am not going to stop pushing for things to be fixed on the site, whether it makes anybody upset or not. I'm not going to stop. People just get used to me being irritating, because I'm not going to stop trying to do that. I know people I know it comes across as me complaining, because I keep saying this needs to happen. This needs to happen, and I'm not going to stop.
You need to tell them this is business, nothing personal. All right, get your goddamn feelings out of the way. This is business.
But if something comes out wrong, I don't want people to think that I'm not appreciating the work that goes into it, because Jamie works his ass off.
Dude, he's been here since the beginning.
Yeah.
Hey,
Jamie
I
has
have
two.
I have nothing but respect for that guy and what he's done for us. And, and I don't forget what he's done.
I want people to actually let Jamie know at some point. If you see Jamie on the site, if you think about it, if you've ever said anything to Jamie, let him know that hey, you appreciate him too. Because
appreciate him 100%.
100%. Send him an email saying we appreciate you 100%. Yeah. Just send him an email that just says 100%.
Yeah. Jamie's gonna love that. He's gonna check his emails like, what the
God
fuck
damn it.
This? God damn it, Corey.
And I'm about to tell him again, I didn't mean it that way. But yeah, Jamie's he works. He works on the Hollywood side of things. He's not so much on the Spill side of things anymore. And we might have to get somebody else to come in and do that, or I'm just gonna have to. That's why I'm making so many trips to New York now, because we don't have as much attention these days as we were getting. That's not right. Jamie, who used to be, he used to be the go-between here and the office there in New York, because he is up there. He's really having to spend a whole lot of time on the Hollywood.com side of things. So the communication is kind of slowed on this end, and it's gonna get better. Yeah, it's gonna get better. But yeah, let him know. 100%.
Things are gonna get done. Don't worry.
All right, people. Welcome to Fuck Your Thoughts. Let's finally get into some of these thoughts to fuck. The email section of Let's Do This.
Yes.
Oh, a lot of emails to catch up on. We've had weeks upon weeks. We really seriously might have to do an email show. Because we have 2 weeks of emails backed up.
Oh, we do.
We don't want people to know.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, people. Let's take one here from, let's see. We've answered a question from this guy before, but let's go ahead and answer it right now.
Eat shit, then fuck this thought.
Yeah. Eat shit, then fuck this thought.
No, I don't want to.
You will. Okay. This is from Mason Daniel, who says, I was watching Liar Liar a while ago, and while I thought it had enough usual Jim Carrey hilarity, what kept me from absolutely loving the film was that Alex Bornstein's character of the ultimate bitch did not get what she deserved by the end of that film. So I have this to ask. What characters in movies did you think did not get what they deserved, or not even a fitting punishment? Thanks in advance, and keep bullshitting or die trying.
Thanks for writing, Chris Brown. Girl didn't get their comeuppance.
Yeah.
That bitch has been beaten down to a pulp.
I know, yeah. She didn't get bitch slapped like she should have by the end of that movie. Well, I don't know, man. Sometimes.
I don't know.
I'm
trying to think of a movie where a character.
Well, there are some movies where it is all about people getting away with murder. There is a Woody Allen movie called, what is the name of that movie?
Crimes and Misdemeanors.
Crimes and Misdemeanors. Why you let me so suffer, man? You knew what I was talking about.
I was trying to read your brain.
Crimes and Misdemeanors, man. Yes, you did.
I was trying to get in there, Corey.
You fuck my thought, Cole.
It's in there somewhere.
Crimes and Misdemeanors is definitely one of those movies where it may piss some people off. If you come from an area, because I know there was one critic in town. He told me the other day. He said, I come from a very moral position in films where characters, if they're very heinous, they don't get what they deserve, or if it's from an area of marital infidelity, I do have a very moralistic approach to those films. So if you have a very moralistic approach to films, especially with people getting away with infidelity and murder and whatnot, Crimes and Misdemeanors is a movie that will probably really, really bother you, because that's what it's all about. It's all about getting away with murder.
Yeah. And Piranha.
And then Piranhas. The Piranhas.
Piranha 3D.
That is I would say this about Piranhas. I don't want to ruin anything with anybody, but that is a movie that did not try to solve anything at the end.
Not at all. There's no solving a goddamn thing.
Piranhas just fucking, they were just there. It's not even like, when movies have animals that kind of take over, they take over, it's like they run the world or something at the end, or they've like conquered. This is just kind of like, hey, we ate some people and that's it. Just another day of a piranha.
We can't stop these piranhas. We can't change the sky a different color.
Yeah. No, but is there a movie where I thought somebody should have got what they deserved? I tell you what, I don't know if this really answers this guy's question. I don't say this girl should have got anything she deserved, but when I saw that movie, what was it? She's Out of Your League, and the chick that's in Breaking Bad is also in She's Out of Your League.
I never saw that movie.
Okay,
She's Out of Your League.
Let me see if I can look up. Is it She's Out of... okay. I'm sorry. She's Out of My League. Doesn't really matter. So there's this girl in the movie. Kristen Ritter. That's her name. Mm-hmm. She plays the hot girl in the film's girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And the hot girl in the film, I forgot her name. She is kind of hot. Alice Eve. She plays Alice Eve's girlfriend in the film. And this girl is, I hated her character, man. She was just a really bitchy, mean character. Mm-hmm. And I didn't really want her to get anything done to her, like she was slapped or hit by a car or anything like that. But I really did want somebody to turn around and kind of tell her off. Because there's a character in the movie who comes close to that. Because she's such a bitchy character. There's one guy who's sitting with her, like Jay Bruchel and Alice Eve. They leave to go get a hot dog together or something. So this guy is the guy from Cloverfield who actually holds the camera. Oh, yeah. He Mike Vogel, I think is his name. No, that's the good-looking guy from Cloverfield. Oh. Let me see. Fuck it. Anyway, it's Jay Bruchel's character who's a friend in the movie.
Right.
He's left sitting there with this Christian Ritter girl, mm-hmm. and she just looks at him and she's like, "We're not hooking up if that's what you think." She's just been a fucking bitch this whole movie. And he's just kind of like, I'm not interested in you anyway. Forget about it. And
she got a nice slap across the face.
Yeah, he should have got the back of his hand. No, I just wanted him to sit up here and tell her off. Like, bitch, not everybody's interested in you, okay? And, I don't like your ass anyway. I just really wanted to get told off. Yeah. That's all. And that didn't happen. And here's the thing about the movie. They played her character up like she was somebody you should find funny. Like? Oh. Yeah, you should kind of like her find funny. Oh, it was like, I don't find this bitch funny at all. Yeah. Can't stand her.
She needs to get slapped with my dick.
Yeah, there's a scene in the trailer that you can see where she's using a phone when they tell people on the plane to cut your phones off. Mm-hmm. She's still using the phone, and there's a guy sitting next to her. Now the guy's kind of smug, but he's kind of like, "Excuse me, they said to cut your phone off. It's bad for the plane." And she's like, "Fuck off!" It's just like, somebody take this phone and ram it down your goddamn throat.
Well, there's speaking of getting slapped by a dick. What is it that book? It's an old book. Is it The Crucible? Yeah, dude, that fucking reading that and then seeing, I think I saw the Winona Ryder film based on it. And I'm sure I think there was another film before.
It's about the Salem witch
trials. Yeah, and where basically she falls for a guy and he has a family and everything, and she ends up fucking that whole family over. But man, you talk about wanting to kill somebody. Sorry if I ruined the book for anybody, but man, she obviously gets away by accusing these people of witchcraft and all kinds of shit. And man, you talk about getting pissed off over somebody who should have had their comeuppance. That's the one book to get pissed off at. Reading that fucking made me just livid. And watching the movie where I was like, God damn it, why did I know how this shit's gonna end. Why did I watch it? Because all I do is I just get frustrated and fucking angry, dude. Just because realizing that, that shit actually happened,
Oh, yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, no, that is one story, where the girl was pissed off and she blamed she got several people killed, but like blaming them of witchcraft and lying with witches and people being witches. Yeah, that's a despicable fucking character, man. Yeah, that character supposedly was a real character, or is documented to be a real character, and never got what she deserved. They say that she moved away, and I think there were reports that she ended up being like a hooker somewhere or a whore. Yeah.
She became the Blair Witch.
The computer stopped for a moment. Yeah, I was like, goddamn, so you fucking around with those witches, man. They came in here and ruined our podcast. Now the computer looked like it stopped. What'd you say? She became the Blair Witch?
I think that cat walked in the room and like laid on your laptop there, Corey. Oh, shit. Oh, no.
There's one movie we saw recently where it was a little girl, and you wanted to see, even though this little girl was... you wouldn't want to wish anything bad on a child, but the little girl in this movie she was so scheming because of something similar that happened here. She was too okay. Look, she's a little girl, but she was jealous of her sister falling for this other guy.
It's a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie called Atonement. I had to look it up right here, okay. But Atonement was a movie that I remember where we were all like, man, that is. Yeah.
Now I feel I need to see this.
Yeah. The actress's name, we tried to say this before. Saoirse, I think. Saoirse Ronan.
Okay.
It's like a Celtic name. And yeah, she's a talented actress, man. But she was in this movie. She plays like a little 11 or 12-year-old girl, and her sister, who is Keira Knightley, falls for James McAvoy. This takes place, I think, during World War II, and because of a lie that she told, James McAvoy gets like blamed for something that he never did, but it's considered to be somewhat of a just despicable crime.
Yeah.
And ruins the relationship between these two people, ruins their lives, and it's just this. I don't care how old she is. This bitch, she needs a good ass whooping.
You need to fucking hang her by her toes.
Yeah, tar and feather her, hang her high. Yeah, Atonement, man. That was it. It's a great film, man. But it was just. And that girl is great in there, but man, just you just feel so shitty at the end of that movie, and it's because of her.
Yeah, and you can't do anything because it's a kid. I mean, you end up like being like the dad at the end of The Omen.
Yeah,
trying to kill that kid.
Yeah,
the devil's spawn. You're like, no, daddy, please, no, daddy. I love you, daddy.
I love you, daddy.
I have to kill.
I know. Who was the father in that movie?
Oh, that was like
Gregory Peck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have to do this.
Man, I tell you what, they don't make horror movies like that no more, Corey.
No.
You know who they get playing Gregory Peck? That motherfucker who was in Salt. Oh yeah, they did do that in the remake. The guy who was in Salt, the guy who was
the guy that
he was actually in the remake
of The Omen.
Yeah.
And
they had that young chick playing the mom, where she looked like she was a teenager, but she was
a teenager. Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck? There's a Hollywood fucking remake.
What's his name, man? He was just an X.
It's that one. Yeah, that one guy who played Sabretooth in the last Wolverine movie.
Oh well,
that fucking actor, I can never remember his guy.
I like him too. I like him.
He's all right.
Let's see here. This is from. I'm trying to look at this guy's name. The Taylornator. He says some old bullshit. That's simply his. That's simply his fucking the title of his email.
Yeah.
Some old bullshit. Have you heard Sylvester Stallone is making another Rambo, supposedly with Mickey Rourke? It is about Rambo hunting down this science experiment gone wrong on a remote island. I think that thing has been. I have heard of it, and
I have heard it too, but no, it's not happening.
Yeah, that's not happening. Okay, so. You forget that shit. And I remember hearing about it.
Expendables 2 is happening, but yeah, Rambo.
Yes. Yeah, and I was telling everybody, like, you don't think they're going to make an Expendable 2, please?
He was already talking about it. He was interviewed. He did say, like, if this does well, make an Expendables 2. It's going to happen.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Who said they weren't going to do that?
This comes from Corey's Meltdown. A question about farts. You always seem to bitch about fart jokes being childish and below you, but have you ever seen? Yeah, we talked about this before. Have you ever seen a fart joke in a movie that made you laugh? We answered this extensively.
Yeah. Recently, yeah.
Oh, recently we saw a fart joke that was funny.
Just recently. It's a movie I don't want to promote, but yeah.
Yeah, but we have to say. No, you know what? No, I'll say it. Yeah, and I'm just gonna say it. Really, am I gonna ruin Vampire Suck for anybody?
No.
Okay, now Twilight. The reason why I laughed at that so much is because in Twilight, the original movie. Mm-hmm. The movie that Vampire Sucks is spoofing. When Edward comes in and says to Bella, I stayed here all night and watched you. I'm like, do you really want to watch a chick in her sleep all night?
Right.
I mean, because I was thinking, like, that bitch would be farting in her sleep.
That's all anyone thinks.
And slobber coming out of her mouth and everything. And that scene actually nailed it, man, because she does slobber. She's doing all kind of crazy stuff. And then there's one scene where she farts and... I'm sorry, I thought it was funny.
Yeah, no, he has like his face is all like he's looking closely at her, like just being mesmerized by her, and then he gets like close to her ass and he like falls back and falls out the window. I'm sorry, but that was the only funny thing that really made me laugh. But,
yeah, he falls out the window.
That is something that you honestly think about. Like there's times when I just don't want to be in bed with a girl because it has happened. I have been in a bed with an actual real life woman who was wearing nothing but panties. And I remember waking up, and she had been drinking, and I remember waking up going, oh, okay, I'm still here. And then all of a sudden, I just hear a brrr, and I'm just like, Oh God! I actually woke her up and said, "You got to go."
Oh, did
Well,
you?
I'm tired. You got to go.
Oh, come on, man.
Here's the $20 to get out of here.
I didn't pay you to fart.
No, but
No, I've actually been. I've been that way too.
Yeah.
No, I've been in bed with. Look, I've been in bed with a couple of girls. It happens, you know.
It happens. Hey, I know I do it, but hey, I'm a robot. I can do it.
Hey, you got those robot farts like.
It sounds like R2D2. Kind of sounds like a chick fart. That's my only complaint about it.
Yeah.
Need to like amp that shit up or something.
Let's see what else we got here. This comes from Stewart. It says, in the words of Reverend X, fuck my thoughts, you fucking nincome fucking poop. Man, come on, man. Look at this shit.
Oh, God.
Come on.
That must be the Reverend. Is he giving a sermon? What is he doing?
I'm not Stuart, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
We got a rule here. If you got like 2 paragraphs, long paragraphs, we can't read that
Well,
shit.
hey, at least we read the funny part.
Yeah, we read your.
That's all
look,
that matters. You win.
Yeah. Hey, look. Nice title for your email, though. God damn it.
We should just read the titles of these emails. That should be the whole show.
Hey, I like this name here. Cinema Pulp.
Oh, okay.
Cinema Pulp says, fuck my thoughts. Hey, it's straightforward again. I'm directing a movie right now and just figuring out how difficult it is to find the perfect sync of music and picture. What do you think is the best fusion of music and moving picture in a movie? Mine personally would have to be in Reservoir Dogs during the torture scene with Stuck in the Middle with You playing. Love the show. Yeah, there's a lot of... look, man, there's a lot of movies where they find the right song to go with a certain scene. Yeah, Tarantino is probably known these days for doing that because Tarantino doesn't really use a whole lot of original music in his movies. I mean, even if it's a cinematic score, I think he pulls it from some other things, which kind of bugs me about him sometimes.
No, it's the one part about Tarantino that got annoying with me with his latter films. Yeah, easily, especially Kill Bill.
But I have to say he is one of the best guys doing it out there right now.
Yeah, he can do it right. Yeah.
But he's
done it right.
Yeah, several. Pulp Fiction. One of the best things about that movie. One of the best things. I love that movie. For people, look, I'm glad this was brought up because there are a lot of people when we did our review of the Expendables. I shouldn't even have to justify this, but a lot of people saying, man, these guys, well, at least a couple, these guys don't even like Tarantino. I expect them to like this. And it's just like, no. Look, Tarantino's made some of my favorite movies, okay? It gets to a point where he just went a little bit too far making these pop culture films. And I just wasn't into that after seeing things like Reservoir Dogs and after seeing Pulp Fiction and one of my ultimate favorites, Jackie Brown. Yeah. But to see him now make movies that are like, hey, this is me regurgitating everything that I learned in the video store.
That's, and it's true.
Whatever. Tarantino's still one of my favorite directors. Okay, so what
if I didn't like Tarantino? So what? As long as I'm being honest with my review.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I love the. I don't know what. Somebody tell me what this is from. I should know this, but I know I've heard it before. Do you remember in Kill Bill when I think it was Daryl Hannah? She's walking down the hall. She's like,
oh yeah.
I keep wanting to say it's from. I don't know what it's from. I don't want to say what it is, what I think it's from, because if I do say this, it's from one of my favorite movies, and I should know this already.
Oh, really? Okay.
But if it isn't, I want to know what it is from.
If you get it wrong, you feel embarrassed.
Yeah, I feel embarrassed. Yeah, because I'm going to say it's from one of my favorite movies, and people are like, well, it's from one of your favorite movies, you should know it. But I haven't seen the movie in a long time.
Man, it happens.
But I love that. I do love that whistling tune there. It's very catchy. Friday used. I remember when they were on the porch and they used Mary Jane.
Oh yeah.
And there's a song about weed on the front. Yeah, I'm in love with Mary Jane.
Yeah, there's just some people who just know how to hook up the perfect song to the perfect scene. It just happens. I don't know if not everyone can do it. I've seen it gone wrong before.
Oh yeah.
Shit. Even I'll admit, Watchmen fucked up some of their scenes.
Yeah, I didn't think those scenes went together.
Some of the songs they decided to use, but if it happens, it happens. But I can't tell you how that whole process happens.
Yeah, you can't say what is the perfect one. We can tell you some of our favorites, but I can't really say like there's a rule on what to do. I mean,
oh, not at all, because some of those rules have been broken. I mean, think about Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, that real famous scene where you have that real odd song that really was like a song of the times when that shot was when that shot was done, when that movie was made.
Yeah.
And that song is just completely like there's no when you really think about the song being in that scene, you're like thinking, why did they use this song for this particular scene? It made no sense, but it made that scene extremely memorable.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember the fucking name of that song, but any fan of Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid will know exactly what I'm talking about. If you do know what I'm talking about,
raindrops keep falling on my head.
There you go.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
There you go. Why can't I? Yeah, I always think it's something else. It's like it's in the fucking title. I should know. I always think it's like some other different title, but no, you're right.
Let me see. You know what? Like I said, I can't figure if you're asking us or if you're asking us what's some of my favorite. I thought Forrest Gump used a lot of music good in that film.
Oh, you know who I still think is the master of it? Martin Scorsese.
Yes.
Easily. Fucking, and Goodfellas, every fucking song in there actually makes I can't listen to those songs anymore without thinking about either Goodfellas or, a lot of fucking Scorsese films, that when he uses the music that he does to his films like that, it's like he's great at it,
Mm-hmm.
But, the close second would be Tarantino easily, because, how can you not listen to a song from Pulp Fiction and not think about
he actually made it to where certain songs you think about Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, who can listen to Stuck in the Middle with You without thinking about the ear scene,
ear scene, yeah.
But you want to know what really used a lot of great music, from the 60s and 70s? Dead Presidents.
Oh, yeah. But I've seen that movie twice, and it's been a while since I've seen it. But, I remember the music was fantastic in that film.
That music is incredible. Yeah. The way they used, James Brown in there, and what else? They just used a lot of soul music to great effect in there, man. And it was amazing. Dead Presidents. I've never seen such an uneven film that was so great.
It is. Yeah, it is one of those. You're right. It is kind of one of those uneven films. But every time at least the last time I saw it, I think it was on TV, and it's one of those movies I just get sucked into. It's one of those movies I've always wanted to own. But I'm like, I'll get it later. But every time I do see it, I do enjoy that story.
You know what it is? It's like, it's really not a good cohesive story. I can see where they're going with it, but it's just full of all those scenes, whether they're disjointed or whether they flow together or not. Those scenes are directed so well.
Oh, I know.
It's amazing, man. Oh, let's see here. Spike Lee has actually. I'm going to another question, but I was just thinking about Spike Lee. Sometimes he uses music.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing. Uh-huh. Yeah, I was just about to say, do the right thing, man. I don't know if Public Enemy made that song for Do the Right Thing. I don't think they did. I'm not sure.
I can't.
If they did, great. But either way it goes, that song wasn't only used in a scene. That song, because Radio Right Here, he was playing that fucking song all day long. And they're like, don't you ain't got another fucking song in there? Oh, man, you don't like P.E. Yeah. I do, but not play 48 fucking hours in a row. But yeah, that song set up the fucking mood of that film.
Oh, yeah. Well, the video for the actual song was, great by itself. Without the movie. You watch the Public Enemy video they did for that song.
But yeah, that song built up. It really did. Yeah, all the anger that was just brewing in that film, and no matter how many times they played it, it seemed to be like accelerating that anger to where it built to a head. I was like, God damn! I remember a friend of mine saying, I was in the military with some guys who were just. They weren't really racist, but you could tell that they had never been around black people that much, and if they didn't have to be around them, they wouldn't like them, and they would say all kind of crazy shit about them. But since they were there, they started like loosening up, and even then, here's what I liked about them: they would loosen up enough to even tell you sometimes just how, I'm not saying racist, I'm saying prejudiced they are, because there's a difference. I don't think they really hated black people that much. One guy said, I don't hate black people, I just don't want to marry my sister. He was being honest, just kind of like, hey, this guy's actually feeling comfortably that open with me. But then I remember one time he mentioned, he said, yeah, man, I try to understand you black people, man, but sometimes you scare me. I remember turning the channel one time, and everybody's talking about how great that Do the Right Thing is. And I turned the channel and saw that it was on. I just saw a bunch of black people tearing up a building, and I got right up and turned that shit off. I had to laugh, man. Baird was that dude's name, man. He was a smart dude. I tell you that much, though, man. He was a cool guy, though. I liked him.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you know, you got. One thing about the military, man. When it forces people to be together, you get some real honesty from people.
It's like going back to school.
Yeah.
The people you just gonna be stuck with. A lot of crazy shit.
Yeah. Here's a question here from Hand Hugger. Okay. That's not just fucking nasty. Let's do this. Will you hug hands with me?
Hands today. No. That does sound
no, we will not hug hands with you.
Right, no, hugging hands could sound so creepy.
Well, the way you put it, will you hug hands with me? No, I would not do that. Not your feet. I'll hug those. Okay. With Hollywood being nostalgic, do you think a movie studio will ever make an American Western live-action version of Sailor Moon? Oh, when they say American Western, I guess they mean not like Western in the Western genre, but like Western region, right. America, pretty much. Why don't you just say a fucking American remake of it? I know, American God remake. Damn.
I get it. I know where America is.
When you say American Western, I'm thinking of Bang Bang Cowboys, shoot 'em up, Cowboys and Indians.
Like American Western of Sailor Moon.
Hey, man, what, you know, that's the kind of question where all you can say is, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go into depth. I mean, why not? I mean, they're making everything. I have no insight on whether they are actually making a Sailor Moon movie or not. I don't know about you. But if you're saying, if we think so, dude, anything is possible, man. Yeah, why not?
They're making it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck about Sailor Moon?
This guy.
Oh. Okay.
This guy who hugs hands.
Yeah. Him and Cyrus. Yeah. Go hug each other's hands. That's a question for Leog.
Yeah. Maybe that's somebody who knows. I mean, like unless we have insight on something actually happening, I mean, who knows what people are doing?
I hear they're going to make Battle Beyond the Stars tomorrow.
With the way they are, let me put it this way. Right now, Sailor Moon is okay. I guess I can give you kind of if I was to take a guess. Right now, I think Sailor Moon is not on the agenda because I don't think that Sailor Moon. I don't know. Is Sailor Moon as big as it used to be?
No.
Okay, so probably the urgency isn't there as it might have been in its heyday. And even if they do, there's certain movies that have been coming out where I think they've kind of miscalculated the popularity of something. I mean, you had some films like
The Last Airbender.
The Last Airbender opened up well, but The Last Airbender is still very popular. Sailor Moon, while it's popular, I'm sure, and very nostalgic for people, unless they come up with a funny idea, I don't know well that'll play on people's nostalgia. I mean, look at the A-Team. A-Team didn't really open up that well. Look at movies where they might have done well at one point, but took years to like make a sequel and nobody gave a shit. Cats and Dogs, The Revenge of Kitty Galore. There was 9 years ago they made the first Cats and Dogs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Nanny McPhee. How many years ago they make that? And now they come out like, I mean, people nostalgia. You can't always bank on that because the people's nostalgia are, that audience might have outgrown it, or if you might be trying to appeal to an audience that doesn't care about it at all. They never went into it in the beginning.
That's true.
New fresh generation.
And the only way we'll be wrong about that is if the upcoming Yogi Bear movie does any kind of real business. That's when we'll know.
Actually,
if anyone gives a shit about nostalgic characters like Yogi Bear.
That is a good example there.
But yeah, as far as Sailor Moon, you might as well ask, are they going to do a Pokemon movie?
Who knows?
Live action.
Okay. This is from. What is this?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord of Brooklyn. Okay.
Lord of Brooklyn.
Lord of Brooklyn.
Shame on you. When you stepped up to the old dirty bastard.
Brooklyn's. Do you remember that song? Brooklyn's.
I love that song. Yeah.
Shame on you.
Shame on you. Shame.
Shame.
Brooklyn. Shame on you.
Man, that song has one of my favorite lyrics in it.
Uh-huh.
In your face like a can of mace, baby. Is it burning? Well, fuck it now. You're learning.
My favorite line is blah blah blah, blow to death.
Brooklyn Zoo.
Wait, there's a part was like, but it's like some nonsense parts. It made no sense. To me.
Come down on your head like rain, and when it rains, it pours.
There you go. That's it.
Let's see.
Dang. They don't make songs like that no more.
Think we get a quote from Aaron Friedberg and Seltzer's page. I wonder if it's the same quote that's been up there. We've had a quote about their films here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we've been quoted on their page.
Oh, we're honored.
Let's see. Criticism. Oh, listen to this. Oh, this is on Jason Friedberg and Aaron Seltzer's Wikipedia page.
Okay.
Corey Coleman of Spill.com has been notably harsh to Friedberg and Seltzer in his reviews of their films. During his review of Meet the Spartans, he repeatedly called the directorial duo sons of bitches and claimed that they don't even try. Later adding, "We need to put these motherfuckers in a rocket and shoot them to the goddamn moon because there will be no peace on this fucking planet as long as they walk the earth." Damn, did I say that?
You must have. Wikipedia says it.
Coleman later invented a new low rating for the site entitled "Fuck You," just to specifically rate disaster movie. In his review, he claimed, "I drank, I beat myself silly, I touched substances that I would never imagine doing before or ever again just to prepare for this movie, and it didn't help at all." His review of Vampires Suck was even more harsh. His review consisted entirely of Corey Coleman staring blankly into the camera for 10 seconds before nonchalantly saying, "Fuck you," and displaying the "fuck you" rating he gave the film. In the film's audio review, Coleman explained that his harsh criticism and self-proclaimed hatred of Friedman and Seltzer comes from the fact that he believes that their films are lowering the standards of the spoof genre and cinema in general. Wow. Okay. Somebody really keeping track.
Look at you.
No.
On the Wikipedia page.
On their Wikipedia page.
Yeah. They love it. There's no such thing as bad press.
I know they have to be looking at me and like, why is this motherfucker give a shit, you know?
They're not reading Wikipedia. They're out partying it up right now.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
They care less.
They do read Wikipedia. They do read Wikipedia and they fucking laugh at me, you know? Laugh at all of us.
Yeah.
But Lord of Brooklyn. Hey, thank you, man. I knew that we were being mentioned on their page, but I didn't know that like people were like bringing it up to date.
That's cool.
I'm glad they didn't put on there like they wanted me to slap the shit out these motherfuckers.
Oh, you wanted to?
I wanted to pay somebody to like slap the shit. I wanted them killed and all that kind of. I really don't.
I was like, it's a lawsuit.
No, I don't. I think it'd be funny, but I think we could be in a lot of trouble if that happened. So no, I don't. Now, if somebody wants to slap the shit out of them and get them on camera, I didn't say you should do it. I'm making that disclaimer right now. But if it actually came out and they were not harmed except for being slapped, you know, and they were still able to walk away and make more money in movies, I would laugh at that very much.
No, I would be laughing too.
Yeah. And you know what? It would be on the Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
Corey Coleman demanded that people slap the shit out of Friedberg and Seltzer. Someone did it. Corey Coleman is now serving 10 years.
Yeah, serving 10 years for his thoughts. His thoughts have been fucked.
And so is his ass by now.
Yeah, I would give that YouTube page 5 stars for seeing two guys get slapped.
It's nice to be quoted, though.
That's cool.
All right.
If only you can get that on the box.
Yeah.
On the DVD box where it matters. Fuck these guys. I would actually it'd be nice to see a director like grow some balls and just actually throw up a bad review on a DVD box. You know, it's like, well, all these other guys loved it. Corey Coleman said, "Fuck you,
fuck you."
But hey, we fucked ourselves all the way to the page.
I wish they would put that on the page.
Would be fucking cool.
I wish they would.
I would have respect for somebody who.
I wish they would write on the old page and say, "Hey, this is us for real," and we say, "Fuck Corey Coleman."
Yeah.
Fuck him up his broke black ass.
Yeah.
Hey, listen to his email.
Yeah. Have fun on that Spit website.
Yeah.
Spit.com.
Oh, let's see here. We got, you know what it is.
What?
This is from RDS Boy. It says, it's party time tonight.
Uh-oh.
All the ladies say ho. And now the hoes say, and that's it.
It's like, am I supposed to
thank
complete
you.
that?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, man. Hey, it's short.
There you go.
Let's see.
Entertaining. There you go. That's always good for an email.
Oh, I know I sound like I'm across the room, people. I'm looking. Oh, we got one here from I Am the Law.
Oh, shit.
All right. A
Oh,
little bit
me.
long.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say. Until you raised the page, I was like, oh, shit.
I know. Did you think it was like a whole long
Like,
5 paragraphs?
Here we go.
Movies with mood swings. First thought, fuck. Glad to fuck your thoughts there for I Am the Law. Yes, he puts an L at the end of that. I am the law. Please answer this question on Let's Do This. I mean, that's what we're doing right now. If it still exists. Yes, it exists. People are like saying, did Hollywood.com cancel Let's Do
Yeah.
Cancel?
It still exists.
Like, cancel this shit.
Somebody wrote me that same thing. Like, did Hollywood cancel Let's Do This? Yes, they did.
We've answered this question before. And I don't know if we really want to get into it. Can you read it? I'll read it for you. Because we did answer this, and we answered it by.
If we already answered it, then
well, I'll read it right here, and I'll give it.
I can't see it.
It says, can you or co-host name any movies that changed in tone either halfway through or near the end, which took you by surprise? And we answered that. Yeah. You talked about From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, From Dusk Till Dawn.
I know I brought something else up. I mean, it was a movie that we had seen recently. Now the answer to that. What is it that we saw recently that changed tones?
There is something that we saw recently. Fuck.
Did it start out funny and Man Bites Dog kind of does that.
I didn't see that.
Oh, it's a movie that starts out. It's dark. It starts out as a dark comedy, but there is a disgusting rape scene in that film, which just changes it around.
Oh, Man Bites Dog. Okay, because there's
yeah.
another film that recently came out with the same title, but no, the original,
Yeah, and after that point,
Yeah,
it just
that
kind of
was
like
fucked up.
shit ain't funny no more. Okay?
No. Where it seemed like it was like a satire of the whole series.
But what did we see where it just caught you completely off guard if you didn't know any better at all?
What the fuck? Oh god, it'll probably hit me.
Was it some movie? Was it some movie that people? It was an experiment or something? Or
fuck? Was it? Damn it!
I know we talked about it too. It was like a recent film. Why did you do this to us?
Just completely shifted gears on us.
Fuck.
Jeez, I can't remember. We'll say if we remember, we'll say it next week.
Yeah, see if you
It's
think
too
of
late
that
to be
shit.
fucking trying to remember what the fuck that was. But yeah, is it something that came out this year?
Yeah, it seemed like it.
Fuck.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what's going on?
We have to answer this.
Oh shit.
Oh, this is asking the Coco question.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we could answer it, because we didn't answer it there. Let me see who it is. It is... I'm trying to look, people. I lost my place. Congressman Jarlabrek.
Okay.
I mean, you got to answer a question from the congressman.
Yeah, let's answer it.
We'll answer one more after this.
All right.
Has the critical and financial failure of Cop-Out denied... Oh, I'm sorry. This is kind of far away. Let me bring it up closer.
All right.
Has the critical and financial failure of Cop-Out dented the respectability of The Blacklist, a Hollywood hot list of up-and-coming scripts?
What?
I don't really...
I don't know anything about
I don't really get
list
that. Yeah,
as far as scripts and if Cop-Out had anything to do with...
I guess maybe Cop-Out was on that list.
Huh.
Listen, I would say this. The movie wasn't really a financial failure. That is that is Kevin Smith's best performing film. Critical failure, yes. The only dent that I think it could put in anything with that film right now is maybe the credibility of Kevin Smith. Yeah. Because a lot of people are starting to see Kevin Smith as not living up to the potential that he shows. When I think when he goes out and when he does his speaking engagements and his shows where he goes out and talks to people, he's such a funny guy. But I think that people are starting to see it. And really, I have no hatred for Kevin Smith. I don't want Kevin Smith to fail. I mean, I don't really want anybody to fail.
We don't want to be quoted on the Wikipedia.
We don't.
Kevin Smith.
Yeah, we're just gonna be seen like guys who don't like
that guy
shit.
Sucks.
Yeah, no. If I'm quoted on Wikipedia, I want to be quoted as saying, "I love Kevin Smith." I think Kevin Smith is actually. I love Kevin Smith, his personality. I love Kevin Smith's quick wit. I love Kevin Smith's intelligence. When I see this when he's talking. But I don't see it reflected in any of his films, and I'm really disappointed because while a lot of people have become fans of his by a few of his earlier films, I think by now they're starting to see that all the just spouting off nasty things just to be raunchy, all the Star Wars references, he's starting to repeat himself.
No, he is.
I mean, he seems like he's trying too hard.
Yeah, it does seem like he's trying too hard, and yeah, he's just not making quality films. That's all. At least I think he's not making quality films anymore, and it has nothing to do with his persona or what he does like in his personal life. It's just the guy's not making quality films, and I just don't care. I don't honestly. I don't get excited about hearing about a new Kevin Smith film anymore. You know, I haven't been excited since shit. This is the last film I really liked that he did. Chasing Amy.
Chasing Amy. Sorry, people. Chasing Amy, I thought was Dogma has some interesting things in it, but I don't think it worked as a whole film for me. Chasing Amy, I thought was a movie of his that showed great promise. I was like, you know what? Now, because I remember he made Mallrats. Mallrats, I thought was terrible.
Yeah.
And then with Chasing Amy, I was like, wow, okay, this guy, he's growing now, you know, and I don't mind if he does raunchy humor or anything, but this seems to kind of capture it in a really cool story with really cool characters. But then after that, it just seemed like
Jay and Silent Bob
Strikes Back
was
Dogma,
and with Jay and Bob, I was hoping like these guys are the best characters in these films usually. They're at least as far as the comic relief, they're great. Yeah. And seeing a whole movie based around them, I thought there was a lot of just opportunities just thrown out the window. But then again, it also made me think, you know what? Maybe these two characters only work when you see them in bit parts like that, like he does in his other movies where he puts them in there. But yeah, I don't know. I just stopped. I was never a really fanboy of his anyway, but it's yeah. I mean, it's how can anyone not see the quality of filmmaking just go down?
Well, I thought that. If you want my honest opinion about Kevin Smith, and this is just me, I'm not saying it's true, but this is what I noticed, and I think that he's somebody who he became an indie filmmaking hero among people. Oh, yeah. He especially during the time when you had these people considered them to be like these guys who were breakouts. I mean, they were indie filmmakers who broke out. They were the next Mavericks of filmmaking because they were going against the system. Yeah. They showed Hollywood you don't have to be somebody who's into the system. He's just a boy from Jersey who just had the gusto to make a film, and he's just no different from anybody else.
They were making films on credit cards.
Yeah, exactly. And so him and Robert Rodriguez and all these guys were coming up, and Richard Linklater, and so because they got this maverick indie filmmaking cred, the critics loved them. Oh yeah. Critics thought like these are guys who are bucking the system, and so they gave, and because they loved them, I think that kind of just resonated with the fans. Yeah. And the fans just thought that these guys could do no wrong, and they developed a very devoted fan base. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they became like the Star Wars fans.
Yes, and no matter what these guys did,
they become apologists.
Yeah, exactly.
For their films. Yeah.
They apologize for their films, and they become the people who say if you have any criticism about their film, they say, you know what, you're just not a fan.
Oh yeah,
I'm a fan. I stick by him. I know what he's about.
Oh yeah, that's same. And the same thing goes for Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
As far as I don't know how many times I was in line during a Fantastic Fest screening, and at the time, people were talking about Death Proof, and so many people were like really trying to go out of their way to prove to other people that Death Proof was a decent film, and I'm just sitting there going like, wow.
Yes.
Talk about devotion.
Well, you see, you're right, because my problem with something like Death Proof is that, all right, you know what, I would not have a problem if somebody could just really tell me like, hey, look, I enjoyed all of everything that he did. Okay, maybe you didn't, but that's me. And I'm like, I can't respect that. Yeah. But when people come and tell me, they're like, yeah, not all the dialogue worked. Yeah, it was a little slow in this part. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they talked a lot, but hey, that's Quentin Tarantino. Yeah. Because a lot of people, I would not complain if a lot of people say, look, I like the pace of the film. I didn't mind it. I enjoyed every bit of it. But some people actually told me, yeah, it took a long time to get to that chase scene. Like, that chase scene was really cool. Yeah. That chase scene was badass, which it was. It was actually pretty brilliant. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people just say, yeah, but it did take a long time to get to it. Yeah, they did talk a lot. And a lot of stuff people really wouldn't say. I didn't. Yeah. But hey, that's what Quentin Tarantino does. He writes dialogue. I'm like, but was it good dialogue? Not all of it was up to the Tarantino quality. But so why do you feel the need to just defend the movie? Why can't you just criticize it?
I know. Take yourself out of your devotion towards Tarantino and your love for his films. Which, hey, I love his films too, but that's proof I thought was a piece of shit. I'm sorry, and I thought it was hilarious stuff when. I'd always notice these geeks who are always talking about that table scene with all those girls talking about cars and shit. It's like, I know girls who talk like that.
Really? Where?
Like, yeah, I know. And that's all I thought. It's like, where, besides in your fucking head, where have you witnessed, a table full of chicks talking about cars in old 70s films? Where is that discussion taking place? Yeah. Besides this fucking movie? Please explain. I hang out with a lot of fucking girls, and I sure as hell, there's never been a day in my life I hung out with them where we're hanging out talking about 70s films. And fucking muscle cars.
You know what? And if they are talking like that, they're a bunch of pretentious film geeks.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that irritated me about Tarantino. I don't mind him saying the word nigga in his movies. If it's for a purpose, but especially in that movie, it seemed like, okay, I'm saying this because that gives me an edge. I grew up around black people, and I watched black exploitation films.
I know Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, I know Samuel Jackson. I have the right to throw this word in there, and I'm not offended because I think he's being racist. That's not the point. I think he's putting that word in there because he thinks, like I said, it's giving him some sort of edge. It's showing proof of his knowledge of black exploitation. And in that movie, it felt so unnatural when that girl was talking that way, and I'm just like, you really have a black chick in here throwing that word around just because you want. Hey, because she's black and she's supposed to be some chick that you saw in an black exploitation film. Come on, man, give me a fucking break.
Yeah, I know.
I love the chase scene in that movie. I love Kurt Russell's scene. I thought the first car crash was amazing. There's some technical things that are amazing in that film, but Tarantino trying to do talky scenes because he feels like that's what he has to do and that's what's expected of him doesn't always work. Fuck that.
Yeah, and if those scenes were shot to give me something to care about as far as those characters, it didn't work.
And that's another thing. Had anybody else done this, if somebody else's name was on this, would you still feel that passionate about it as you are right now?
No.
The fuck out of
I'll
here.
answer that right now. No.
Yeah, exactly. Let me tell you now. No. I like the way you interrupted me too. No. Just shut up. No. No, you're exactly right, man. All right, we're going to do one more and get the fuck on out of here. Now, you see why I didn't bring
Call it a night.
That Antoine shit up because we would be here for another. No. We've been here since 11. What time is it now? 2 o'clock?
No, is it? I can't.
It's 2 a.m.
Holy shit.
Because your ratings, it's fucking late. Because your ratings are based off admission prices, like full price and matinee, and because there is a surcharge for 3D films, are you guys harder on 3D films than you are on 2D films? No, not really. No. Because we don't pay for anything. Nope. Except for midnight movies like Marvin do.
Yeah, no, there's been actually a couple of midnight 3D movies that I've seen.
Yeah. Piranha's one of them. Yeah. I don't think, no, man, we don't judge movies by their prices so much. If we feel like it's really, the only way we judge a movie by its price is if it's something that we feel like you really could watch at home. Yeah. There's nothing there for you to run out and pay the prices to see it on the screen. Yeah. To judge a 3D movie based on its admission price, I guess you can't. You have a valid point by saying, since they're making a surcharge, should that movie offer the entertainment that it's charging you for? But I don't try to always hold that against the quality of the film itself, like story and things like that. The only way I would tell you that let me put it this way. We don't judge the movie harder if it's in 3D. We will say that the movie is not really justified being in 3D, and if it like, especially something like what we say Clash of the Titans, we were like, that movie was the 3D was done in post. It really doesn't show in the film. So because of that, yes, we don't feel like they should be charging you extra money for 3D because because you're not getting a full 3D experience. You could watch that movie at home and still get the same movie, which I don't think is all that great.
Yeah. There's times. I mean, I never think about that as far as realizing that. Yeah, you do pay more for a 3D film. Where I just rated on how I would if it was just like any other film without the 3D. Honestly, a good film is a good film. A bad film's a bad film. And I just rated on, well, could I pay full price for this and feel comfortable telling everybody else to pay full price? And that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
But no, 3D. I don't ever think about just because it costs a little bit more. It's like, you can see this, man. If it's a bad film, to see it.
Yeah.
Hey, but, I mean, like you said, I think we do tell people, hey, you know what? Like a movie like Toy Story 3, where the 3D really didn't blow me away in that movie. I still say pay full price to see it because it was so good. Like whether you see it in 3D or not, I will tell you this though. And I said this before. I saw the difference in the 3D between, like, Sony has the 4G projectors out, and we didn't see Toy Story that way. And the clarity, it adds so much dimension to that 3D effect that it was worth kind of seeing it in 3D. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did hear that. I read a story that James Cameron's team of people, I guess, who work on these 3D projections, they worked on a projection at one of the Alamo draft houses. I wish I knew which one, but they worked that machine to where you get the exact picture that you should be seeing it in, as far as like the clarity and even how it's lit. I guess because sometimes the movies look a little dark.
Yeah.
I guess they went and they tweaked one of the machines to where you should get the optimal performance out of that 3D screener, or the 3D machine or whatever, the projection.
Really? So James Cameron's people went to the thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. So I think they did that while they did a screening for Avatar.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, and if it's now thinking about it, I think it has to be the Lamar location.
Yeah.
Because I know High went to the screening of that during Fantastic Fest, and that was the week after him and I went to San Antonio to one of the big IMAX screens where we saw the first preview screening of it, where they had the clips, where that theater looked so fucking dark and murky. I mean, we walked out of there just kind of disappointed because you could barely see anything. It looked that bad. But he said when he was at the Alamo, it looked amazing. He's like, dude, it looks so much better than what we saw.
Yeah, I've seen a few 3D films at the Alamo location and the South Alamo Lamar location, and they do have a nice projection,
really?
3D projection system.
I don't think I've ever seen a 3D movie there, but it makes me want to go see one.
I think James Cameron was projecting it in the booth. Yeah, he was up there.
Was he yelling at people? God damn it!
Get it right.
Turn the lights on.
Keep thinking about that video where that guy was yelling at James Cameron.
Oh yeah.
James Cameron just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Look, man, I could have you killed right now. Fuck away, man. Anyway, man, let's go on out of here. Shit, it's been
we're done. I see that cat jumping on that laptop again. Shit's about to die.
Yeah, let me get out of here before that cat jumps on me. You're dead, bitch, you're dead. I'm going to cuddle on you.
This ends meow.
Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper!